Hello, good morning. This is the third day of the challenge, Knowledge is Useless. Yesterday I had such an amazing experience on applying some knowledge that I've got years ago. So I want to share with you how that evolved and how you can implement it right now for your business or for your life, of course. You know, when I started up my business, I really was coming from the corporate world, from MBA school. So I was not really entrepreneurial and I was not really applying spirituality to my business. So I went and bought so many books on sales, so many books on how to get customers, how to persuade, how to motivate, to get people to buy. And I read them. I read really, it was piles of books. And recently I read all these books. I started applying some things worked, some things didn't work. And with all that learning, I started developing my own methodology, how I get customers into my business, how I attract customers into my business, how I attract things into my business, partners, whatever I want. And so then I decided that, I want to share it with my best customers, with my VIP customers. And I organized a retreat for them. And I said, okay, so I want to use everything that I know, all my books, all my experience, to share it with them. So I took, again, all the books there out of the shelf. And I was just outstanding. There's so many of those books were giving you ideas, or giving the reader ideas that were just so bad and counterproductive to business. I was just amazed. I threw away like 80% of those books because it's ridiculous, the kind of advice that they give you. And I tell you, yesterday I manifested something wonderful, and I will tell you what was that. And it was, I think, a lot thanks to two books that I want to be sharing with you today. The first one is the book of Get Clients Now. The book of Get Clients Now is written by a lady of the name C.J. Hayden. Maybe my edition is an old edition, so I find it slightly old-fashioned, and the part of the internet is not totally it, and I disagree with some things, but it gives you a really brilliant idea. It gives you an idea of creating an accountability system that goes in an Excel file. She proposed to do it for 4 weeks. I like to do it for 3 weeks, but but I took her idea, and she tells you, identify the big things that you want to do. Okay. She tells you what are the daily actions that you want to measure that you will be doing, so that you achieve your goal at the end of the 4 weeks. But of course, since I am opinionated and creative, I came up with a way of adapting it. And I came up with a way of adapting it based on a different book. And this different book is one that I think it doesn't matter if you have the oldest edition in the world, it will be eternally valid. This is the book of Attracting Perfect Customers. This is amazing. Really, these writers are people to be following. They are Stacy Hall and Jan Brocknius, if I pronounce it correctly. I will, of course, under the video, put the full description of the book, so how you can buy them yourself. I really recommend them, especially the second one. So the authors of the second one talk about how, in order to attract whatever you want, is a very, very good idea to describe it thoroughly, and particularly to describe it listening to your inner wanting. What are the things that you really, really want? So, for example, my perfect customers are people who are passionate about a brand new world, about making business through love, from an ethical stand, from a perspective of changing the world in an ethical way. That's very important for me. And that was the basis when I started my business. But little by little, I've been learning that not everybody who meets that criteria is my customer. I've been learning that people who need to have the courage to get into actually action, if they don't have that courage, they really cannot be my customers, because I will really confront them to getting things done, and they might get really scared. They must have an urgency, and etc. Other qualities. But what I'm telling you is that this book allowed me to have the eyes open to what I'm looking for and how is exactly what I'm looking for. So how did I marry both? So in this Excel file, to the sections that it talks about the big projects that you want to be working on and the daily actions that you want to be working on, I added a brand new section that is the order to the universe. So in the order to the universe, I list what are those things that I will not be doing. I will not be doing. And I accept, I will allow the universe to give to me. And I will definitely not move a finger for that to happen. I can tell you that yesterday I had them on the phone both. One of the things that I asked in my Excel file was that I wanted to have perfect partners. And I went into the whole description of perfect partners. People who also want to change the world, who are interested in a world that is more ethical, more human, more humane, who are innovative. And then other qualities, people who have other qualities that I don't have, other knowledge that I don't have, other perspective, other location, other strengths that I do not possess. Wow, I've been blown away. I have met actually many people, but I want to tell you about two for you to get the picture. I met this amazing healer who heals with a technique called reconnective healing. And actually, I've been to his practice and how he works. He just follows his intuition and takes his hands to the energy areas of your body that he intuitively knows that they need healing. And he works specifically for pregnant women. I found it amazing, you know, a man who works specifically for pregnant women. That just fits perfectly with the next project that I'm working on. It's just perfect. And the fact that it's a man, you know, with a different energy, a different respect and camaraderie towards pregnant women. This is just so beautiful. And you know how I met him? He found me in LinkedIn. He went to a networking event. He talked to the organizer. They end up talking about me. And then he called me. Isn't that beautiful? I never even went to the networking event. The other story is about an amazing woman who lives in Paris and works in the world of supporting exclusively women. And she helps them define their soul purpose. And this lady met a friend of mine who lives in Maine, Portland in the US, and who happened to be in Paris for a course. Can you imagine? So a lady who lives in Maine meets a person in Paris who connects to me in Amsterdam. So absolutely no LinkedIn, no Twitter, no Facebook. That was completely attraction. I find that just so powerful. And I had her yesterday on the phone for the first time in my life. And we start sharing things, and we start sharing that she knows many of my friends. I've been in many of the places that where she spent her childhood is just really mind-boggling. And I have the goosebumps when I'm telling you. So what do you want? What do you want? Place your order to the universe. You want customers that are musicians. You want customers who love Italian food. You want customers who love colors. You want partners that you will enjoy hanging out with. What is that you want? Write it down. Intend it. Look at it. Look how it unfolds. Be grateful when it unfolds. Embrace them and follow up and, be there. And more will come. You have a choice. These books are fantastic, but they are terribly useless if you actually don't take action. Write it down. What is that your business needs today?